Yo, what is up, dude? And welcome back to another episode of the Yo podcast with Martin and Hooter.
What's up, everybody? Thank you for tuning in. And how you doing, Hooter?
The Olympics are over. The USA won the most fucking gold and the most medals. So USA number one, everybody else,
USA, 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 USA.
number one.
Merca.
Number one. Dude, China thought.
What did they thought?
They thought they were going to have the most gold. And then what happened? The women's basketball team.
Dude.
If anybody, right? Just, what up? Give me the gold. Number one.
Sayonara. Sayonara. Dude, the women's basketball team was killing it. And somebody put a tweet that made my ass laugh. They said they had an unfair advantage because it was almost like playing home games with nobody in the stands.
No, that's fucking hysterical.
It's shitty.
It's fucked, but
hey,
hilarious.
Yeah.
Also, there was a picture of Megan Rapinoe or Rapinoe. What is it?
Rapino.
Oh, okay, Rapinoe. It was her and Sue Bird. Sue Bird had just won. She's on the women's basketball team, so they just won gold. And then she went to the stands to hug.
What did the women's soccer team take?
I don't
bronze?
think anything.
No, they got something.
Oh, probably silver because they lost to Canada.
No, but that wasn't for. Was that for the gold?
I thought that was for the gold.
I thought that was no.
Not even for gold,
No,
or
I don't
not
think-
even that they didn't. They lost before gold.
I think so, dude.
Oh, then they didn't even get bronze. Then.
I think they got bronze.
Trash. So, anyways, they took a picture
They
of
got
them
something.
hugging, right?
Mhm.
And they posted it on ESPN. And dude, I opened up the comments,
Oh,
and the first five are like, "Yo, ESPN, you're not gonna turn off these comments?" And I'm like, "Oh shit, this is gonna get good, right?" And everybody puts like popcorn emojis and shit.
dude, that's the thing. When people put "I'm just here for the comments," it's a thing.
Some fucking asshole puts, "Scissor me timbers" instead of "shiver me timbers."
Toxic ass
Bro.
fools.
500 likes, so many laughing
Pinned.
emojis. ESPN pinned it.
ESPN pinned it. They said, "Oh, this is good."
Scissor me timbers.
You're canceled.
God, that was so funny.
You know, it's why is scissoring a funny thing?
It's so fucking
It's
hysterical.
so fucking funny, and people just do this whole thing.
She's one of these.
She's one of those scissor people. The scissors, Cardi B.
So funny.
Oh man. Well, good for the USA, dude.
Yeah, number one. Everybody else, suck it.
Yeah, man. Well, you know, we've always been number one.
We're number one at everything, dude. Winning
America.
gold.
Fuck yeah.
Getting goddamn Rona.
Always reminds me of when I was in Jordan and we met those chicks from Morocco and they found out that we were from America. I've told the story, but who cares? I'm going to say it again. And they looked at us and started screaming, "America! Yeah, number one, America!" And I'm like, "Oh, shit. Is that what you guys think of us?" And she's like, "Yeah."
Well, that's good because we are number one, lady.
Yeah.
So fucking take a hike.
We have running water in our house.
Yeah,
We don't have a hut.
Yeah, we have hot water.
Yeah. Just keep going to them open air markets and hope you don't catch COVID and find yourself one of them genie lamps to get you out of poverty. Maybe you could fucking whiffle up an American.
Yep.
All right.
I'm your genie.
That's so toxic.
If you rub me the right way.
The white way?
Yeah.
All right. So last week we started off the show by talking about how they're done messing around and here's $100 to go get the jab. And boy, has shit escalated. I don't know. You probably don't know because, you know, you don't keep up with current events, Hooter. Actually, you do. You're the one that hit me to the big pig shortage of 2022.
Yeah, you see.
I take that back. My apologies. You're so well-rounded. So, dude, people are protesting around the planet. Italy is protesting.
What are they protesting?
Well, here's the thing. In Europe, a lot of these places, well, I'm not going to say a lot, specifically France and Europe. I mean, France and Italy for sure. And I think there might be some other countries, but I'm not going to speak on that because these are the ones that I did read about. Have instituted this green pass, they call it. And it's like the vaccine passport, really. And without it, starting today in France, you will not be able to go anywhere without having this. You can't sit in public places. You can't go get a coffee. You can't go to the market. You can't go anywhere without this pass. You can't travel, no public transportation.
Wow.
No, nothing. Your life has shut down completely. If your whole circle is, and I think
France and Italy?
Yeah.
For sure?
For sure. France for sure started today, and Italy had already started. A bunch of people in Italy were burning their things. And I mean, I think this is news that should be reported. You know, it's not the popular opinion, especially here in the United States. But I think there definitely needs to be more of a conversation on both sides, because right now it's just a huevo, take it and don't ask no questions, you know, and that's never good. That scares people when you do that, you know. It's like the old school way of parenting. I'm your dad, don't ask questions, do as I say. Hey man, you're a crazy lunatic. Just because you're my dad, I might be a teenager, but you know what, you crazy fuck, I know better than you right now. You are, how do the kids say, Hooter? Toxic
AF.
And so again, look, you see all these protests everywhere, and now you've got on my timeline, I'm seeing people that are getting fired from their jobs because they refuse to take the vaccine. And there's a lot of heads.
Times, dog.
There's a lot of heads that are saying, "Well, yeah, man, you're not taking the vaccine. You're putting everybody at risk. Yeah, you shouldn't work there." So there's this X-ray tech who I follow, and she posted up that, you know, she's employee of the month, she's this, she's that, but because she still has questions and she's kind of waiting it out, and trying to get more information, they fired her. They said, nope, everybody must be vaccinated. And come the end of September, I think everybody in healthcare in California is going to have to have the vaccine. You know, I'm performing with Gabriel in New York City over at Radio City Music Hall next week. And to get in, well, New York as a whole is going to require it starting next month. Some places have already, like Radio City, you have to be fully vaccinated in order to attend something. In order to attend something, correct?
Yikes!
And so it's just, I think, you know, we're seeing it around the world, and I think that we're going to see it here, where everybody that's holding out and saying I'm not ready for the vaccine is going to have to make a decision, because, you know, it's easy to you know, if you're X-ray tech, I don't know, you could make anywhere from, I don't know what the salaries are for X-ray techs, depending, I guess, I would imagine. If you're making 100 and below, it would probably be a lot easier to say, I'm not coming back to work, go fuck yourself, I'll find something low, I'll find something else. Versus if you're, you know, $250,000, you know, $500,000 is your salary, $1 million, and the more zeros on your salary, the harder it's going to be for you to say.
I'd say the more responsibility you have too. Like if you have a bunch of heads to feed,
sure,
you know,
sure,
it's going to be tough to say, well, eat shit, you know.
Well, and if you have no heads to feed, but you have all those zeros behind your on your check, then it's going to be hard to say, okay, yeah, fuck it, fire me. I'll go find something else. It looks like these are here to stay, you know. I think the country's been divided for a long time, you know. To say that, oh, we're all united, we're all think the same of the same accord, it's irresponsible. But by the same token, right now, it's so split that anytime anybody has any kind of opposite opinion of what the popular or the thing that's being shoved down everybody's throat, cancel them, shut them up, stop. Like, dude, the other day Joe Rogan said something about the vaccines, you know, how he had his opinion on it, and then he quoted, he had his opinion and he backed it up with or he, you know, explained it, whatever, with scientific studies. And, you know, anytime Joe Rogan's trending, it's because he did something funny with the UFC commentating, or he said something crazy on his podcast. Yeah. And everybody's canceled. They should deplatform Joe Rogan, stopping you guys are spreading all this. He's got all these listeners, and we got to stop him from spreading all this misinformation and blah, blah, blah. Hey, just because you don't agree with the information that he's spewing, dude, how many people are we going to shut up? How many people shut up? That's not how we want you to think. Shut up. I'm not a fan of that, man. And
it drives me insane.
And I'm not arguing for any side right now, not for pro-vax or anti-vax or any of that shit. But I am saying that people are entitled to their freaking opinions about something.
Whatever they want to say, dude, whatever they want to say, let them say it.
Let them fucking say it.
You don't want to hear it, then scram.
Then turn it off and
do your own goddamn.
Clearly, millions of people do want to hear it, and that's why they tune in. You know, and it's good to have opposing opinions. You know, when and I don't know. I think we did we talk about this last week? How you know. It came from China, or there's more now. There's more rumblings that it came from the Wuhan lab, and you know, there was. Remember when the pandemic first started, and there was all that crazy bullshit information coming fast and furious, and nobody knew what was what. Everybody's out there fucking buying toilet paper, buying ramen. There's gonna be buying guns. Just had no idea what was coming at them. I feel that right now with the vaccine controversy, it's even more escalated than that crazy time there.
Oh, yeah, dude.
You've got way more people screaming, you know. And look,
I haven't seen this kind of split or divide in ever.
Your whole life.
In my whole life, yeah. It's like extreme. Fools that aren't even into politics or even into a side are now on a side. It's crazy.
And I'm not going to tell anybody to go do it or don't do it. I think that's a very, very intimate choice that you need to make with your healthcare provider, your family, and your conscience, you know? The experience that I had, look, Gabriel got it when we were in Texas. The man is, you know, he's not in the greatest shape, you know? He's overweight, diabetic, and he it wasn't debilitating. The dude's back on the road, and like it never hit him. You know what I mean? Then, you know, Cleto Rodriguez from San Antonio. It's been all over the news. I'm not, you know, dropping any secrets here. He got it, and he was unvaccinated. The dude was in ICU for like a fucking week. And, you know, he posted something the other day where, he was crying, saying how his faith got him through this, how Jesus got him through this, and how, you know, he went on a 6-minute walk the other day, and he said it was the toughest walk of his life.
Really?
You know? Now, here's a guy that's he's also diabetic, but he's in, I would say, better shape than Gabe. You know, he doesn't, you know, he's not as heavy as him. And he had a way harder time with it. Now, I'm not saying that this is the case for everybody, but from what I saw, being in contact with somebody who had it and not getting it with everybody that I was with, and then having that dude later on, you know, he was out there, he was doing shows, he was doing, you know, pictures, you know, you see him in pictures. Texas has a high amount of these cases, right? Their numbers aren't low. So, you know, and again, not to argue either side. That was just my personal experience with it. That's all I could speak on. But with that said, there's other people that are saying, oh, well, it's got side effects. It's got this person that had this. It's got this person that had that. It's got, you know, everybody has the reasons for making their decision. But I think what my gut feeling is for all this, Hooter, is that no matter what your reasons are, we're going to get to the point where you're not going to be able to go out and exist and in a normal society, or in your quote unquote normal society, without having this vaccine passport, this green pass, this, proof of immunization. Without it, I think it's just a matter of time. The crazy part is that, this is something from what I know, and this is what do I know, but you would figure in the summer when it's hot and you've got the highest levels of vitamin D in your body, you should be able to be fighting these diseases, these flu viruses. The winter, when you're more immunocompromised and it's cold, is usually when this stuff attacks. Hey man, we have major outbreaks right now in the middle of summer.
Yeah.
That is, if we're having major outbreaks in the middle of summer when these things are usually dormant, what the hell is going to happen when it gets cold in a few months?
To be fair, we've been cooped up, though, for a long time. It's not like nobody's been getting no vitamin D lately, including honeys.
Good point. I still think that once you're out in the sun, you shouldn't be getting it. Anyway, that's enough on this section of Are You Vaccinated here at the Yo 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 podcast.
Are you vaxxed, yes or no? Call in and let us know how you feel. 188-YO-YO-YO.
Operators are standing by. If you call now, we might answer your question on the air. Unvaccinated fucks. Trying to fit in with society.
Shit's getting... Honestly, it fucking terrifies me, dude.
So what I heard is they're building more cages, and all these unvaccinated people are going to end up with the Guati kids at some point. They're going to be out there, and the pigs are going to be roaming because they're vaccinated.
They're vaxxed up.
They're vaxxed up. Free-range vaxxed pigs.
Dude.
Yeah.
Your boy went to Grupo Firme.
Stomping your heart out.
Stomping my brain.
Did you dance?
I was hopping around, There wasn't enough room to really fully get down.
Mm-hmm.
If there was. Exactly.
Mm-hmm. Tell me about your costume.
No costume. Just normal. Didn't go out and buy nothing. Had everything I needed.
Massimo?
Dude. Me and my homies kept fucking with
son.
Dickie, what are you gonna wear, dog? Fucking Quicksilver, bro?
Nike.
Fucking Vans, dog. And dude, one of my homies didn't make it in.
My hero. Didn't make it into the venue.
Mm-hmm. Because he got too fucked up.
Dude. And that's when you went hard.
And you know what, dude? Like when you pull up to game, like Dodger Stadium, you see it all the time, Laker games, even some concerts, you see fools
get kicked out,
or like in
Passed
line to get into the venue.
Mm-hmm.
They're like
out.
The people there working there are just like, bro, come on.
So
really, you're really gonna try to get in? You can't even stand. Fucking
vamos. Jake got kicked out of a Raider game. Okay.
But he made it in.
He made it to the tunnel.
Oh.
Getting to go get to his seat. Screaming, loaded, picking fights, whatever the fuck he was doing.
Mm-hmm.
Him and Mario. Mm-hmm. Rest in peace, Mario. Kicked out. Season ticket holder. He knows those seats are empty. Buys 2 scalper tickets. Goes in through another entrance, because there's multiple entrances. Goes in through another entrance. And ends up in the goddamn game. Paid twice, but still made it into the goddamn game.
Hero.
Saw Pink Floyd twice. I don't know that. Dag Nasty twice, because he thought the first band that played was Dag Nasty. It wasn't. That's how loaded he was. And then they came back, and then he saw them again. So he saw them twice. So he's that guy. He's that guy that got kicked out, didn't make it in. Or, one time he got arrested with all our hotel money and we ended up sleeping in the goddamn car. Like, when you go that hard, like people say, Martin, did you really piss your iPhone, like Gabriel says in his story? If you've never pissed your phone, you've never partied. I mean, I'm not going to say you've never partied. That's irresponsible to say. But, there's sometimes, if you're an alcoholic or if you're a drunk, if you're a hardcore partier, You're gonna go hard every
You're gonna
once
go
in a
hard,
while.
bro.
You're gonna go hard every once in a while.
My homie Dino's on the fucking live right now, and this foot just said, Hooter, I don't remember one damn song. Dude, we got so blasted.
Before you got there.
Oh, yeah.
Way before you got there.
Oh, yeah. We were pre-gaming on my iPad, and then my homie's older brother got a hotel right across the street from Staples. So we headed to his room. Shots. Fucking let's go. Everybody was so worried about being in line to get beer that we were going to miss the concert.
Oh, my God.
And so, boy, did we over-prepare. And my homie didn't make it in, dude. He said that the last thing he remembers is sitting in my homie's hotel room with a drink. And after that was him waking up in his bed.
Wow. That's going hard, sir.
Dude, his lady was... I'm putting this fool on blast and shit, but I'm not going to name drop him. His lady was crying and shit because that fool kept falling. He couldn't even get in an Uber, bro.
Oh, he's lucky the Uber let him in.
I know.
If I would have been that Uber driver, I'd have been like, hey, man.
Especially because he had to go from Staples all the way back to the OC, dude.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's rough. There's no way. Did he throw up?
No.
Wow. He should have. I mean, not in the car, but maybe that might have helped him out.
Dude, he said the next day he was like just...
useless.
He was like, bro, I haven't felt this hungover probably ever. I was like, dude,
damn.
how did that happen? Like...
How much
But
did he
honestly,
drink that much more than you guys?
You know what? On the Uber to the hotel,
Yeah.
I got water bottles and I filled it up with tequila because I wasn't just gonna pull up with bottles in the Uber, you know. And that fool was like, "Hey, hand me the bottle, dog." And I'm like, "Dude, we're gonna be at the fucking hotel right now." Fucking pussy. Here.
Yeah. What are you gonna do? Fight with him?
Fucking
take
here.
it. Take
Here.
it. Take it. Take it. Go play Russian roulette. You fuck.
Open your mouth, mother.
Yeah.
And so he's just fucking.
Okay, can you pull over, sir? We're gonna stop at the store here and get a fucking Costco. Is that a Costco? Let's get a Costco bottle of tequila for this fuck, and with a goddamn here and a goddamn what do you call those things? A funnel?
Yeah. Hey, here, beer bong this fucking tequila, bro.
Yeah, this tequila bottle.
Um.
What do you do? Fight with those people? You
Yeah.
just let
And
them.
I was just
let
like,
them.
"Here you go, bro."
You know, here's some more rope.
And so fucking, he's just like taking shots the whole time we're in traffic, right? And we get there, and then everybody's ready to take more shots because, you know, it's go time now.
Yeah.
And so everybody's taking shots, and so he doubles up on the shots, and dude, he was wiped. He couldn't even stand.
That's rough, man.
But that shit was fucking packed.
I could imagine.
Well,
Listen, I mean, we've been doing shows too, and the shows are packed. Like, it's like almost like there no COVID existed or some shit.
Dude, it was fucking bananas. Bananas.
But it was fun.
It was so much fun. I had a fucking blast.
Is that your first Paisa concert?
It was my, yeah, like Paisa like that. Yeah, because I seen Mana. I've seen.
That's not Paisa.
Yeah, nah. I've seen shit like that. I took Pillow to go see fucking, what's his name? Alejandro.
Fernandez?
Weak. Yeah.
It wasn't a good show?
Nah, I just don't like him.
Oh, you hater.
I went because she likes him, and I was like, okay, come on, babe. And then Joey Smacks hooked me up with fucking prime tickets. We went through the back of the Gibson. I was like fucking.
Oh, this is at the Gibson.
I was all young and shit.
Pre-kids?
Yeah, dude, way before kids. When we're all happy and shit. She was all fucking, you know, honeyed up. And I was like, yo, what's up? I got tickets, girl, to your fucking favorite singer. She's like, get the fuck out of here. And then I took her. Dude, I felt like such a fucking boss walking through the back like that, the VIP section, you know, the Gibson.
Yeah.
I felt like the Goodfellas. You know how when he walks through the kitchen and shit?
Yeah. It was all normal.
It was all normal. Yeah. Yeah. Fucking Henry. I felt like Henry Hill.
Henry Hill. Hooter Hill. Put your Uncle Benny Hill. And King of the Hill.
Oh, dude.
And me over the hill. Ah! The other day, fucking Micah, dude, he mumbles everything. But I said, Dad's old. Real clear. Clear as fuck.
Clear as fuck.
Like, oh, you didn't mumble that? Oh, you little motherfucker.
Dude, speaking of that little fuck.
Uh-huh.
So, like, Meeks and Mateo, they say, like, shut up, stupid, what the, right? And Priscilla's like, typical mom, hey, don't say that.
Hey!
Yeah. But, like, you know, they giggle, then they wait a few days and say it again, you know. And I was building the boys' bunk beds the other day.
Mm-hmm.
And even before that, Micah was calling Mateito something, right? And I was like, okay. And he would only call
his
it
mumble words?
Yeah, like I couldn't make it out. I was like, what the fuck's this guy saying, right? And so then we're building the bunk beds, and Mateito's just doing stupid shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
And every time he's doing stupid shit, Micah calls him something.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, the fuck is it? And I thought it was like a character from a show.
Yeah.
Like if we're watching something, I'll pick the dumbest one or like, you know, the scaredy cat one, and I'll call them that name.
So
like say we're watching Mickey Mouse, like and Goofy's running into a wall, I'll be like, dude, you guys are goofy. And then they die and you're goofy, right? So I'm like, maybe he's just calling him a character, right?
You're John Cena. So sorry.
Mm-hmm. And so I'm done building the bunk beds and he stops calling them those names. And then the next day, Mateito did something fucking stupid. I can't remember. But I think he ran into the wall or some dumb shit. And he called him something. And I said, what the fuck? And later that night, I said, hey, Pill, I always hear you tell the other kid something, but how come you don't tell Micah anything when he says crazy stuff? And she's like, what does he say? And I said, I think he calls Mateito dumbass.
Mm-hmm.
And she's right away, oh, no, not Mike. Micah would never say that, right? I'm like, all right. So the next day.
All right,
yeah. So the next day, Mateito dropped his plate.
Mm-hmm.
And Micah said, oh, Diane. And I said, did you see that? Did you hear that? And Priscilla was like, no, what? And I said, this guy says dumbass. And then Micah's like, whoa. You know? And then Priscilla's like, no, he doesn't. And Meeks is like, he says it like 20 times a day. And I start cracking up, right?
Like 20 times a day.
And so then Priscilla's like, well, maybe it's because I don't know what it sounds like. And then Mateito gets right in front of her face and says, Mom, like this, dumb ass. And I'm like, oh my God. Right? And so now Priscilla's bent over.
Dude.
She's on the floor laughing, right? And she's like, Mateo, that's not what I meant. And she's like, Micah, say it. Diane. And I'm like, oh my. And I say, you been saying dumbass? And he said, yeah. Tateo sometimes Diane. And I'm like, oh my God, dude.
Oh, wow. Dumbass. Oh, that's the dad, right? From fucking the 70s show? Dumbass.
Yeah, right.
You should put that shit on a loop for them. There's got to be a video of that somewhere where they'll just say, dumbass.
Oh my God, dude. Goddamn Micah. Diane.
Fucking red. Little baby red right
Little
there.
baby red, dude.
That's freaking awesome. Listen, dude. My schedule has been, you know how busy I get, Hooter. I'm so busy. But have I lost any sleep? Hell no. And you know why?
Please tell me.
Because I have been chowing down on Sweet and Chill CBD gummies. Homie, let me tell you right now. Wendy and Veronica. Wendy hits me up and she says, hey man, my business partner, we ordered these gummies. Where's their brick and mortar? I need to go pick them up because she's not sleeping. I'm like, you've got to be kidding me right now. And I'm in North Carolina somewhere. I'm like, listen, I'll be back in town and I'll be able. I have a sample pack that I can hook you up with.
Dude, you're a plug now.
Oh, dude. But you know what's a trip? It's like she said, this is the thing that helps her sleep. And I'm like, and you know the beauty of it is that there's no chemicals in this. This is all natural. This isn't like the shit you're getting at the gas station that says no dose, but old school goddamn meth that the truck drivers used to have to rely on to stay awake. And then they have to take something to knock out because that shit's got them so jittery, you know? No, this is all natural CBD, highest grade you can get. And the gummies taste fantastic. If trust me, guys, I'm not gonna say this cures everything. I'm not gonna say it cures your diabetes, your impotence, your hair loss, your athlete's foot. I'm not gonna say all that. That would be your COVID. That would be irresponsible. But I will say it'll knock you the hell out. You will get a restful sleep. Visit sweetandchill.com. Enter code word yo, get 10% off and free shipping. It is one of the best decisions I ever made.
I popped my kids with them the other day. Boom, knocked right out. Mateito pissed himself, but he pisses himself all the time. So
well, there you go, dumbass. And here's the thing. You know, back in the day, the things that people did to knock their kids out, you'd get them taken away by Child Protective Services these days. People used to give kids baby NyQuil, ibuprofen,
fucking brandy,
baby Tylenol, bro. They'd give them brandy. And their pacifier to knock these little fucks out. Do not do that. That's child abuse. You know, people be like, well, wait, we're going to give them weed? You're going to give them weed, bro? CBD does not have any of the things that get you high. It's just a natural thing to relax you.
Also, it's way better than melatonin.
Way better than melatonin. Way better. And people are giving their kids melatonin.
I know, dude. I was giving it to them like when they were just exhausted and they were getting to that point where, like, you know, when kids don't even know what they're doing
They're
anymore.
just fighting.
They're just, yeah. And, but I stopped the melatonin a long time ago.
You should also stop the melatonin. Stop the nonsense. Go to sweetandchill.com. Again, can't tell you enough. Life changer. Satarakata Shanda. It's a Satarakata Shanda sleep, bro.
I'd say.
I'll say. They shut down Avenue 26.
Because of those fucking prices. $1.50. Shut that shit down.
So I thought they shut it down because it was too crowded and it was a COVID super spreader place. Turns out that the neighborhood around there started complaining, saying that these guys were getting out of hand, that they were out there partying till the wee hours of the night with the debauchery, man.
Yeah.
And they were pissing everywhere, leaving a mess, shitting everywhere.
Puking. Bro, people were selling booze.
People were selling booze. People were walking around with booze. Dude, it was like a flea market on this block flea market.
But and look, people pay and wait years to get a liquor license. These fucking assholes just were selling booze out of their trunk. Talking about come get your michis and palomas. Fuck you, dude, are you out of your goddamn mind?
Michis and palomas, line it up. Hey, look, have the decency to do it out of your backyard like Tito's secret sauce. Have some respect.
And be in Wilma's, dog.
Yeah. It is Tito's secret sauce, correct? That's what it's called, his cocktails.
Hell yeah.
Shout out to the homie. But so apparently it was getting out of control. Now, I went to a Dodger game 2 weeks ago. I think it was 2 weeks ago against the Giants.
The Gigantes?
And your boy blew the fucking lead.
Fucking Jansen.
And so anyway, that's neither here nor there. We went to Avenue 26. I had not gone in a long time. Tacos are fantastic. Those potatoes.
Oh, those potatoes are so good, dude.
Come on, man.
Just sitting in that grease.
Dude, just fantastical. Best potato taco, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Other than the fried ones that I get every once in a while somewhere. But I can't remember the last time I had a good fried potato taco. So they shut it down. they shut it down. Like, well, I went, and when I went this time, I was like, oh my God, like, you're driving trying to find a parking spot, and you got to
It's
just.
not going to happen.
Well, not only that, you got to go like 2 miles per hour because people are just. It's like the 3rd Street Promenade. People are just walking. Like, it used to be like people are stay on one side, you know, or the other side and let the cars go because, you know, and shit. No. People just acting like ain't nobody going to drive through here. You know, it's like when you're playing baseball or football in the middle of the street and a car comes and you get mad at the car. Like, but motherfucker, this is where the cars go. This isn't a playground. But it's the same thing there, dude. Everybody got comfortable.
You know what ruined it? TikTok. TikTok blew it up out of proportion. And now, look, now nobody gets to have tacos. Hope you're happy, TikTok. The TikTokers would go do videos there. They'd have meetups at Avenue 26.
Shit.
And now, hope you're happy.
Would the people have still complained, though, Hooter? Like the neighborhood there?
It used to be pretty low key, dude. And it was just tacos.
It was just tacos. It was literally just tacos. And then another little stand popped up, and then another one, and then this last time I went, like I said,
dude, it looked like a fair.
Somebody set up a goddamn hammerhead. They had a ride right there with the martillo.
I should have pulled up with a zipper, dude, and just charged kids.
Yeah, get in the zipper. Eat a taco and get in the zipper at midnight, you little fucks.
Go pound a goddamn paloma and get on the zipper.
Also, it's weekday, between 11 and midnight.
Yeah.
All these little kids out there, just a ton of kids out there, holding them by the hand. Hey, what kind of taco you want, mijo? I want a sleep taco. Enjoy these tacos. God damn.
Oh, God.
We're going to go home and give you some sweet and chill CBD. You'll be able to knock out. But right now, what kind of taco you want?
Dude.
Bro, just little kids out there. Little kids in the freaking strollers. Just in taco heaven. Tired. So it's shut down. And the vendors were protesting. You know, they're like racist.
The Michi guy.
The Michi guy. This is discrimination. I'm even vaxxed. I should be allowed to sell my Michis. I got my vaccine pass. Now, here's the thing, Hooter. Like, I'm looking at the numbers of the people that are there. Mm-hmm. And, you know, when you start taking into account, you know, because they already have all the shit. The initial investment has been made. They've been there for many years now. Mm-hmm. The line, when I've gone there, is just always, it's never a short line. Mm-hmm. I'll get my tacos. The line is just as long when I leave as it was when I got there. So it's a revolving door. Like, and you start doing the math, and you're like, okay, minimum. If these guys are making, you know, a couple $1,000s a day, and they're there 7 days a week, mm-hmm. from what I understand.
Rain or shine,
they're there. And when you start averaging that out, you know, you're looking at a big chunk of change every week. You know, you're looking at maybe, you know, where these guys were easily 6 figures for selling tacos for crying out loud.
Dude,
you know?
I think so.
They might have been $250,000. Who knows what they were making.
Especially because there was really no, like, you don't have to pay for a place.
There's no, you're not paying. Yeah, correct. And it looks like it's all family. Mm-hmm. So it's not like you're paying employees. It's not like you're paying rent. It's not like you're paying insurance. It's not like you're paying all the typical stuff that you would have to mm-hmm. pay in order to run a business. So it's
licensing.
Once they did the initial investment on all the shit, then it becomes all profit, right? I mean, bro, how much? And
to be honest, it was a really good run.
It was a great run. Now, here's the thing. They've probably been doing this full time for a minimum of, I'd say, 4 years, 5 years. And I think that's a conservative estimate.
Yeah.
When you all of a sudden find yourself without that income, because it's not like they can go pop up somewhere and make just as much as they were making there.
Yeah, no, it's going to take a while.
It's going to take a while. But that's a huge rug to be pulled from under you. When you're at that level of
bringing in cash,
bringing in cash, and all of a sudden it's gone. Holy shit! Like they're probably they're gonna go protest and hope for the best. It's like, hey man, maybe Diosito will help us get our taco stand back.
That's the new Netflix show. Help Avenue 26 get the taco shop back running.
The taco stand. If ever there needed to be a Save the Tacos, it's for Avenue 26.
Catch it this fucking fall on Netflix.
On Netflix. Paisaflix. Bro. Save the taqueria.
Can somebody please say,
we gotta save the taqueria.
We've been too busy saving all the other fucking taquerias that nobody even wants. Come on, man.
This is the one we gotta fight for.
Can we pick our battles?
Let's mobilize. Let's mobilize. And, I think that because there's going to be no pigs, there's going to be no more carnitas, tacos. So it's all snowballing, Hooter. All snowballing. That's what it is.
It's all downhill, dude.
Yeah, what are you going to do? I want to give a shout out to these fuckers. Stumptown. Now, not only is the coffee good,
yeah,
but whoever is in charge of making this label, is genius.
Mm-hmm.
They got these little leaves right here, that looks like a little coffee plant.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like I said, it's great, whatever, but my goodness.
So it couldn't be more West LA, by the way.
It could. Well, I don't know, because it's universal, Hooter. If the goal is enlightenment, this is on a coffee, on a cold brew, by the way, right? If the goal is enlightenment, you're holding the winner. Sit down cross-legged and prepare to levitate with an uplifting blend of the earth's most quality products: coffee, chocolate, and oat milk. Made from 100% recyclable and 53% renewable materials. And then it's got a horseshoe, a mushroom, and it says good luck. Whoever designed this label, vegan, gluten-free, low sugar, dairy-free, my goodness, they should get a raise, because this just screams, buy me and levitate and be enlightened. Who knew coffee could do all that? Here I am doing Kundalini yoga, chanting mantras. When all I had to do was drink this goddamn coffee, Hooter.
That thing should have just said, do you make moon water? Then this is the coffee for you. That's all it needed to say.
Do you make moon water? Do you carry crystals in your pocket? Are you a firm believer in Wiki Wiki? Well, boy, have we got the coffee for you. Come here, sucker. Sip on this.
Here, sip on this. Same beans that Starbucks use.
Same freaking beans.
That'd be hilarious.
Big shout out to all our Asians, brothers and sisters. This is a somber day. This 76 years ago, today we dropped the bomb on Nagasaki, Hooter.
Yikes.
The nuke.
You dropped the bomb on me.
Yeah, man.
Baby.
It's been 76 years, and it was, it's devastating. There's the people that survived that nuclear blast. Well, nobody in the vicinity survived it, but if you were close by, there's probably survivors right now. I mean, Hiroshi is a nuclear war survivor, right? He is. He was alive during that time.
Mm-hmm.
He was a little kid,
mm-hmm.
but ever since that nuclear blast, I say toxic things. There's toxic shit in my brain.
And you don't want them to shush people, do?
I think,
mind?
I hope that not only in my lifetime, but in any lifetime after I'm dead and gone, nobody has to go through that shit. I don't know how much nuclear war or nuclear holocaust ever crossed your mind as a kid.
Mm-hmm. Never.
My whole life was nuclear war. The Cold War between Russia, the Soviet Union, and the United States back in the day was just like everybody, all they talk about now is COVID and things. Back then it was just about all these nukes that the Russians and the Americans had, and it was enough to blow the world up the entire planet. You could blow it up I don't know how many times over,
smithereens.
But more than once. Like, we could blow this bitch up again, we'll grow again, we have enough to blow it up again, and you know, when they dropped these bombs, my parents were alive. They were alive they were in Mexico. They were also kids. I'm sure they heard about it.
I'm sure.
You know, but again, growing up in the 80s, I think everybody grew up with that fear. And I know we talk a lot of shit about Hiroshi and Yoshiro and all those fucks. Yoshiro's the one that was around. I don't know if Hiroshi was around, but Yoshiro was definitely around. But you know what? Much love to all the Asian brothers and sisters, and I'm sorry for what the fucking, you know, war did to that. Dude, that's horrible. I don't care what. I don't know if anything merits fucking a goddamn nuke, dude. Like, how? That's just, as a human being, I can't understand it, you know? I mean, there's some violent shit that people do that is just mind-blowing, but to drop a fucking atomic bomb on these populated cities, fuck. Thoughts and prayers. I don't know what to say, Hooter. It just boggles my mind. And when I woke up today, it's as Nagasaki was trending, and I was like, you know, people don't know nothing about it, a lot of shit, but Hiroshima, Nagasaki, you know, those are the motherfuckers that got nuked, and they have the best sushi now. So there you go.
Hey,
look at the bright side of life. Shout out to all our Asian brothers and sisters,
and all the sushi makers.
Thank you for inventing sushi. Being inspired, so that's how sushi got invented. After the blast, the fish just splattered, and they said, "Oh
pieces,
shit!"
And on top of rice.
And then
the rice fields just fucking fish.
We're not taking it anywhere. We're not trying to take anything away from the catastrophe. But hey, what do you do? Thank you for sushi. Much love.
Sorry for bumming you. Thank you for sushi.
Where do we go from there?
Man, you have really done a good fucking job of the doom and glooms. Huh? You've done a really good job of the doom and glooms. I mean, how many fucking happy kid stories can I give in one fucking episode to revive
Here's a happy
goddamn
story.
Jesus?
No, you know, it's a thing. It's the anniversary today. How do you not say, hey, man, fucking, what up? And you know, we stand with you. You know, that's what I wanted to say.
Yeah, but there was a lot of fucking
nuclear war is gonna kill us all, and I hope it never happens. And you know, I'm just want to be in the world. Wah,
if you haven't been vaccinated, guess what? You can't go
no
to
coffee for you. You can't levitate if you haven't been vaccinated. If you haven't been vaccinated, you can't be enlightened, and you can't hold.
Hey, all you taco lovers, guess what? No more tacos for you. Avenue 26 is shut down. If you like funnel cake, go fuck yourself.
Or go to Knott's.
You're going to have to go back to Knott's Berry Farm where they have licensing to do that shit.
Licensing. They got their vax cards.
And their vax cards.
Man,
dude. Give me something rough. Happy, man.
You want something happy? All right. So yesterday, I got home yesterday after a run through the North Carolina. Big shout out to everybody that went out to the shows. I'm telling you, dude, Gabe is just out there fucking smashing, bro. You know.
Hey, how is he on stage? Does he get winded?
Gabe? As far as because of COVID? No, not at all.
That's tight.
Not
that's
at all.
Good.
No, he's
especially because that's a lot of time and some high energy shit.
Yeah, he's not one of them dudes that just sits on the stool, you know, and asks questions. He actually has a show. No, dude, I'm telling you, there's no. He's actually lost a shit ton of weight. He stopped eating bread. He and then plus during the COVID, he lost some weight, and before that, he had lost some the COVID. What?
Yeah. During the COVID.
There, the COVID
Yeah.
episode. But so he's not getting winded. Now, what I was gonna say, what the fuck? See, you lost my train of thought.
North Carolina. Shout out to North Carolina.
No,
You
shout
got
out to
back
North
on
Carolina.
Sunday.
Yeah, no, dude, it's incredible, fucking being out there and the crowds. It's crazy because they're screaming out a lot, and usually you get mad when people start screaming out.
Yeah.
But it's not that I encourage the screaming out. Obviously, it's distracting a lot of times, and I only have to put up with it for 15 minutes. But I think people are just excited to be out.
Yeah.
They've been cooped up for so long that they're just excited to be out, and they're worried that they're going to get locked up again, so they're out there. That's why your homie, I think that's why people are going, as you were talking earlier about going hard.
Yeah.
I think that's why people are going hard, because they've been locked up for so long that they need to let it all out, and they don't know when it's going to be taken away. So let's just, let's run it.
What you thought would never happen, happened.
I'm sorry.
You thought, dude, the world would never shut down.
No.
That shit shut down, dude.
The world.
You couldn't go anywhere.
The planet. Correct.
Dude, for a year, So, yeah, I think people are just
so again, when they show
fuck.
up to these shows, they are freaking just, excited. They're screaming. Why did I get to that? What were we talking about before I started saying we just got back from Carolina?
I said say something happy.
So yeah, big shout out to the shows and everybody that went out. So I got home and I went out to see the Meeks first game and Mateo's game, and Mateo's game was just it reminded me of old school T-ball, because T-ball now is a little bit more organized than it used to be.
Yeah.
I mean, they're still all running after the ball, but this basketball game with Mateo, holy shit! It was just wow.
Jungle ball.
Yeah, that's a compliment actually. But anyway, I went out there, and we'll talk about the games in a little bit. But I didn't catch the second game, and I hate that I didn't catch the second game. And I'll let you talk about the second game later. I don't know if you planned on talking about it or not. But I ended up going to the Chinese Theater in Hollywood in the evening for the remember when I shot that I did a little cameo spot on a show called Ghetto Busters that has since gotten picked up to stream on I wrote it down, Tubi, which I had never heard of Tubi, to be honest, but apparently
To be honest, never heard of Tubi. That was your one chance where it would have been okay. It was there.
And I didn't say it.
To be or not to be?
¿Tuviste que decirme esto?
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Went south of the border for the pun.
I did.
Okay.
I did. But you know what? That's why I'm a bilingual punster. I'm versatile like that, mijo. Tuvieron mucho éxito. To be honest with you, I'd never heard of Tubi. It was right there.
It was right there, dude.
Oh,
All
my
the other
God.
it's like when the receiver, it's in his hands, nobody's guarding him, and he fucking drops it. But you make all the crazy catches, dude.
I get the
You
ones on top of my helmet over there.
Yeah,
Like
you dive and shit.
I'm over here catching freaking, what's his name?
Eli.
Eli Manning's
Yup.
fucking passes on the top of my
Unbelievable,
helmet and
dude.
things. But this one, that was right on the numbers.
Whoops. My bad.
That was all me.
That was me. My bad. My bad, y'all.
So to be honest, to be real. Anyway, it's gonna stream on Tubi. So it's called Ghetto Busters, and it's a spoof on Ghostbusters. Obviously, the Ghostbusters go and fight the ghosts. These guys go fight the ghetto fools, right? And Falcon Pictures did it. Danny and Freddie I want to give them a shout out. And obviously, the whole cast and crew. It's way too many people to name. But they all literally killed it, dude. They all killed it. And I was when I went out. Do you remember East Los High?
Mm-hmm,
obviously.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't want to give East Los High a chance, and I kept seeing all the promo for East Los High, and I literally was dreading to see what is this gonna be, because I just thought it's gonna be your typical, blah 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 blah. And they did save the taqueria, I get that, but once I started watching it, I was fucking hooked. Why are you laughing?
Because not hooked. You loved East Los High.
And you didn't.
No.
And you didn't.
But
don't be a hypocrite. Do not be a hypocrite.
I'm gonna tell you how much. I'm gonna tell you why you loved it more than I did. Okay, ready?
Yeah.
You and Rick Ramos had a fucking marathon where you rewatched fucking East Los High with Rick Ramos.
Yeah.
Rick Ramos, the fucking film major himself, the fucking watch this with Rick Ramos, loved East Los High.
Loved it. Okay, now.
He loved the skonkas, dude.
Skonkas. Skonka, what a great word, dude. I hadn't fell in love with a word like that since skeezer. Don't be calling me no skeezer. I ain't no skeezer. So when I was really like, I don't want to watch this shit. It's probably gonna be your same stereotypical goddamn cholo shit, Mm-hmm. And once I started watching, I'm like, oh shit, these motherfuckers did a good job.
Fucking Sorkin, man.
Fucking Sorkin, man. Oh my God, that's beautiful. When I heard the Ghetto Busters thing, I was in the pandemic, and I'm like, you know what? I'm not doing shit. I'll go over there and do it. And I shot for one day with these dudes, and they had sent me a copy of the first, the rough draft of the first episode, and I remember I got it and I watched it, and I didn't.
Well, it's a movie or
it's a series.
Oh, okay.
It's a series, so it's a episodic, series.
Gotcha.
And when I saw that first draft, it was a rough draft is an understatement, right? It was rough. And so I didn't reach out to anybody and say, oh my God, this is great. You guys got gold, blah, blah, blah. I didn't do any of that. The finished product for episode 1, when I saw that yesterday, because I went in there, my expectations were so low.
Because the last thing you had watched was the rough draft.
Okay. Correct. And so when I got there, I think once Deanna Mole and her husband Uriah signed up as producers, and then they started, having a little bit more, como se dice, resources. It took this thing to another level, because I'm telling you, this finished product, when I saw it, I'm like, it made me laugh. I found myself laughing. They pushed the envelope of edginess just enough where it wasn't like in your face. Let's just be, como se dice, raw and dirty, just for the shock value of it. No, it was it's a fucking delicate line between corny and edgy, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Because it's very easy to go
too far either way. Yeah.
On either way. So to walk that line where it's like, okay, that I see what they did there.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a cool mixture.
It's a great mixture. And I like I said, I found myself laughing my ass off during the freaking showing of episode 1. It's gonna stream. It's gonna be available on Tubi. I want to say they start streaming in either September or November, but as soon as I find out, I'll let you guys know, and you'll be able to see all the episodes. I think I was on episode 2 is the one that I was on. But dude, it's well done, and it's not your stereotypical roles that you would normally see. And nobody's saving a taqueria that I know of. Maybe they do in episode 5, maybe, I don't know. But it is, and every time you put in the word ghetto, It immediately you're like, oh, okay, what is this shit?
It takes you to a certain...
It takes you to a certain mind frame, and it made me realize how much I have to open up my mind to it. And you know, the two dudes that on this episode, I know there's a lot of other dudes that are on the other ones. You know, Citric is on the other ones. Ryan Ochoa's on the later episodes, but the first episode, you had the two dudes that you know, Ricky Montes and Citric, who not Citric, I'm sorry, Concrete. Thank you, and you know, freaking, it's Concrete is on Instagram and YouTube. And he's killing it on there. I mean, the dude is absolutely, it's funny. His shit is entertaining, and it makes you come back to watch more.
Yeah.
A lot of these guys, when you take them from the social media platform and put them, you know, in front of a camera, it doesn't always translate the same way.
But dude, that's a hard transition. I mean, you know, obviously those clips, it takes a long time to get those clips, even though you post them on social media. But dude, to do something like that where it's the same character the whole time, that's a hard transition. That's tough, man.
So this was legitimate. Like he showed off his acting chops.
That's awesome.
And to be honest, that crowd there that was watching it, it's a sold out house at the Chinese theater, and dude, let me just tell you, the people were, the love that they had for these dudes that did this, and it was a passion project all the way around. It was one of those, you know, a lot of favors got called in to get this thing done. And again, I'm leaving out so many names, which is, you know, it'd be impossible to just go through all the names. And even if I tried, I'd leave out so many more that it would just, you know, not do it justice. But suffice to say that they, you know, I find myself doing that now. When I say something, it's like, God damn it. The other day, oh, never mind. I'm getting sidetracked here. Remind me of that.
I will.
But the transition that Concrete made to go from social media dude to an acting, to leading role pretty much on this show, him and Ricky, it was awesome to see, and the love that everybody was giving him. They're like, dude, more than one person, a lot of people said, hey man, you're a fucking star. That was awesome. You handled it. You are funny, not just in your skits, but clearly you're also funny here.
That's awesome.
And it is just it's funny. It's funny enough where it's not going to be something that's political. It's not something that's controversial. It's not something that's anything. And I think it's good to get away from that shit and just laugh at something silly.
Yeah.
You know, like I know you clown me for a lot of my gloom and doom shit that I say, but it's shit that's really going on. It's shit that's going on the planet that we should know about. And I think it's important to remember the shitty things that happened in order that those things don't get repeated again. And I know that the politicians and world leaders listen to the Yo podcast, so they're going to be inspired not to drop any more nukes after what I said, Hooter.
Yeah.
So, you know, I'm just here doing God's work. What do you want? You know, I can't do anything more.
And also shout out to the Guadi kids that were rating and reviewing the last, 10
because
rating reviews were from Guadi kids, but they heard us.
And we love the Guadis.
We love the Guadis.
I love the Guadis.
Listen,
the Guadis are the best.
Here at the Yo, we love the Guadis. Nobody's bigger fans of the Guadi kids than here at the Yo.
So again, big shout out to everybody, cast, crew, promotion people that just showed up to support. Everybody that had anything to do with this passion project, the Ghetto Busters. I just gotta say, and again, I'm saying this because I saw the product and it's like, this is funny. The first draft, I didn't give him. And I told the dude, I told the homie, the director and the writer, I said, hey man, after I saw the other one, I didn't call you fuckers to say good job or you killed it.
Bro, my dad's gotta be the toughest critic.
Not critic.
Of all time.
I'm not a critic. I'm just honest. And that's the thing. Would you rather do you want honesty or you want me to just blow smoke up your ass?
I'd say you're a critic, dude. Because you be giving
backhanded compliments.
No, not even compliments. Just shitting on motherfuckers.
I don't shit on motherfuckers. Am I shitting on them right now?
No. You're not.
I'm giving them props.
But there's been plenty of fools where you do shit on them.
No, Hooter. I don't shit on nobody.
Remember you were telling that band why they didn't make it? Or why they haven't made it?
Okay.
Is that shitting on or not shitting on?
That's a little shitting, but in my defense, I was very drunk and
they needed.
Where are they now? Where are they now? They didn't listen. Man, sometimes you gotta fucking be honest with people, dude. You don't want to hear, oh my God, listen, how many of these little fucks get told, great job, Bobby, you did such a good job, you did a good job. And Bobby's out there, no disrespect, but you hear that shit and hey.
Mateito's game. Dude, there was a mom.
Oh my God.
Sound the alarms.
Oh.
That kid needs to get taken away. CPS needs to get called on that mom.
Mm-hmm. That was horrible.
That was the worst shit that I have ever seen.
I've never seen shit like that.
Dude.
Helicopter mom times 1,000.
You know what? And I'm going to say something.
To the power of 1,000,000.
Before I say this. At Carson Park, there was a kid, and I don't know what was wrong with him, but he had some sort of...
disability.
He was on the... Yeah. And the dad would go on there with him so that he could also play t-ball. And that was awesome because you only get a certain, you could only do that for a certain amount of time. And t-ball is definitely one of the divisions where you can do that.
Where you can have that kid out there swinging off a tee.
Yes.
And the kid connected a bunch of times. And I don't know what was wrong with him either. I don't know what his disability is. But his limitations are
super cool.
But you could tell that he had limitations. Yes. And the dad would hold his hand.
And they would run around
the bases. Yes. And I'm getting chills right now because when he would run the bases, and you cheer for these kids no matter what, but that was extra cheering.
Oh, yeah.
When that kid would run the bases, it just as a human being, it warmed your heart, dude.
And I wanted to go up to the dad and be like, yo, dude, good shit.
Sure.
That's fucking tough. That's hard to do. And it takes a lot of fucking balls to be like, no, you know what? I'm going to sign up my son and I'm going to go out there and I'm going to fucking
let
help
him experience this.
Yes.
And you're right. You're not going to be able to do that. What is it, a high school ball like that?
Exactly.
It's not going to happen.
It's not going to happen.
It's not going to happen. Later on, you're going to have to try out for these things.
Yes.
Right here,
it's all fun.
Correct.
So it worked. Now, this Saturday at Mateito's game, there was a kid who, as soon as they walked into the gym, was crying because they didn't want to be there. Now, the mom grabbed the kid by the hand and went on the court and was running back and forth up and down the court with this kid.
Playing defense. Holding the hands to play defense.
The ball would come towards the little kid and the mom would kind of palm it to make it go towards her kid. Now,
baseball dad holding that kid, my applause. This lady, I was sitting there. It took everything in me not to scream and talk shit. And as a matter of fact, I think I might have talked shit a couple of times. I might have screamed and said, kick that bitch out or something to that extent. But I was just disgusted.
If I ran the league, I'd be like, lady, you're hurting this kid more than you're helping. The problem was she wasn't even trying to wean her up. Is it wean?
Sure.
Wean her off of the hand holding.
She was enabling it more.
Yes. Try to, okay, I've been up here a little bit. Now you're on your own. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. You walk your kid to his kindergarten class and then, all right, see ya. Peace out. Dude. But, bro, to hold your kid's hand throughout the whole game. And the other thing that I saw was even when the kid wasn't trying to hold her hand, the mom would reach back to try to grab her hand. And that's
would
what I didn't
not
like.
let the kid go. Would not let the kid go. And that is, I mean, you can't go through life with somebody. Well, I guess you can. It's going to be an interesting, shitty life. It's not going to be a full life if somebody's holding your hand the whole time, moving you like a goddamn marionette.
Come on, man.
You know?
Come on, man. Yeah, that's trash. That was fucking it hurt me, dude.
It was
to see.
You know, part of me was angry, and then the other part was sad.
Yeah, I felt bad for that kid because it was like, man.
So I posted a picture of a few days ago of the shows from last week.
Mm-hmm.
And I put amazing week of shows with that fluffy guy and Alfred Robles, culminating with these beautiful shots at TI Casino.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, let's get some comments on there. Rodrigo commented, culminating, raza. And as soon as I read it in his voice. And I didn't even realize that I wrote, like, to me, it was just like, you know, what am I going to do? Topped off with fucking, or whatever. But for some reason, it's not like I thought, oh, I'll put culminating because it sounds good. No, it that was just what I wrote. It was what came to my head. It was quick, whatever. But when that motherfucker put culminating raza, I was like, Jesus Christ, man. And now every time I say something that I'm like, why did I use that word? And you know, it's not like I have a vast vocabulary, Hooter. It's not like I'm like a walking thesaurus or nothing. Mm-hmm. But you know, sometimes I'll use a word that just has no goddamn, you know, reason for it, you know. I was doing some announcements at the show the other day, and I used the word refrain. Please refrain from blah, 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 blah,
you
blah.
see,
blah.
And that's not even that crazy.
I don't think so.
But it's just...
But then, like, Gabe's all, this motherfucker's up here talking about fools got... Well, he didn't say motherfucker. This Martin's up here talking about fools gone wild, and then he uses words like refrain. And I'm like, Jesus Christ. And I don't even realize that I'm doing it now. But now when I say something, I kind of chuckle to myself because in my head, I hear Rodrigo saying, you know, blah, 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 raza. And it's like, God damn it, you know. And I don't say raza, but it's
what
so
are you
funny.
Do, fight it?
I'm not going to fight it. And that's the thing. And I was telling you last week how I'm constantly rocking my Crocs now, right? So I'm at this red carpet event last night, and I wore my Crocs. I wore white Crocs, white pants, white shirt.
Yikes!
Right?
Cult leader.
So now, dude, so I get there late, and everybody's already seated. And I'm like, okay, this is good. We're not going to be distracting anybody. Walk in.
Meanwhile, is walking through.
Walk in, and oh my God, how many? Two seats. I need 2 seats. The lady says, I need 2 seats for Martin. And then a big part of the audience, Martin. And I'm like, fuck me. Trying to be like as chill as possible. Now I'm distracting from everything, and all focus and all eyes are on this monkey walking in with a white outfit. And
it turned into Martin Moreno Busters.
The Guru Busters, eh? Hey, spiritual Guru Busters. You got brujeria going on? Call me, Guru Busters. And so I'm like, fuck me, you know. And you know, it was what it was, you know. And at the end of the night, I'm chilling there. I'm talking to some of the people that are part of it, and this one dude says, he goes Martin, and then he goes, does it get old? Does that get old for you? And I go, you know what, bro? To be honest, it when I go on stage and people scream it doesn't get old. It's definitely not humbling because it's like, whoa. But I will say that, like, when it's something where I'm not trying to be the focus of the attention and everybody's screaming it, that's when it gets uncomfortable. But it's not because it bothers me that people say it. And he goes, all right, I wanna do a quick one. He tells the dude, hey, scream Martin. And then he tells me, and you react to it after. And I'm like, my old ass, after he's doing it, I'm like, were you doing one of those TikToks? Are you doing a TikTok? And so then he goes, I'm going to do it again. And he goes, no, it's not TikTok. And so then he does it again and he shoots it. And then he goes, the awkward ones are always the best. And I'm like, God damn it. I'm the old guy on the TikTok being the awkward person, right?
Yeah.
And
that's like wild though.
What?
To like, okay, we're going to reenact this right now.
Right. And so
like in normal conversation.
Yes. And
like
so the dude's doing that. And so I'm like, I'm being a good sport about it. Cool dude. And he's
give me my lines again.
So nice. So what he goes, you're just gonna react to it. I go, do I have to say something or should I just go like this? All right. So and I don't even have a TikTok, right?
Also, where's hair and makeup?
Where can I find the clip?
Also gonna need wider Crocs for the shoot.
So he does his thing. We keep talking, blah, blah. Nice guy, I don't know how he was involved with the project or whatever, but he's wearing he's dressed and he's got some freaking, those dress shoes that are really tight. They look almost like a duck, like a pato, like a duck fucking beak, or bill. And there's no way that your foot goes all the way up there because it's that, thin. And so he looks over and he goes, bro, those Crocs are working for you. And he goes, they're the most comfortable thing on the planet. He goes, I have some at home. He goes, but I'm too embarrassed to wear them in public. And boy, did I fucking go off.
That's what he should have recorded. That's when he should have pressed record and said, hey, I'm going to say this about Crocs, and then you unload on me.
Oh, boy, did I unload. Did I tell you? Mm-mm. Oh, okay. I looked at him, and I'm like, embarrassed to wear them in public. And I go, you! And I grabbed him, bro. The edibles kicked in, Hooter. Because, boy, did I unload. I was like, you are doing life wrong, you fuck. If you are embarrassed to be comfortable in public, you are fucked. I don't know what else you're doing in your life, but suck a bag of dicks. I go, you know what? Look at them tight ass fucking shoes. Those motherfuckers are tight. I go, you're gonna go home and you're gonna take those off and your feet are gonna breathe and they're gonna hurt. And my shit, I'm gonna sleep like a baby and my toes are gonna be wiggling because I had all this room in my Crocs. How are you gonna be embarrassed to be comfortable, you fuck? Bro, I don't know this guy from Adam. He might be an investor in this project. He might be some, whoever the hell he is. And I'm like sitting there, and then he goes, wow, that was so real. And you're absolutely right. And I'm like, what are you talking about?
I said, okay, now say it again for TikTok.
Now do it again for the TikTok. Yeah, you're right. That's what he should have recorded, was that reaction. But I'm like, homie, that is not the way you live your life. Like,
that's no duck walk, man.
That's not shuck a ducky quack quack. But yeah, I don't know why, like, to hear a grown man say, I'm embarrassed to be seen in public with them, and then I topped it off with like, you crazy, if they're good enough for Bad Bunny, they're good enough for me. and hey, boom boom,
case closed.
That's it. I mean, I'm done. People wear them at home. At home, wear them out. What are you doing with these freaking crazy tight ass shoes? Hey man, I told you last week, and I'm gonna say it again. I don't know that I'm gonna tie shoelaces again. I mean, workout shoes for sure. Of course, I got it when I'm going
and the sand shoes.
And the sand shoes. when I'm out there doing my runny runs. But
and the moonwalk.
But you know what? Let me tell you something. No, I go barefoot. You channel the earth a lot more, Hooter, and then the moon energies. They just can't go through the Nike soles.
Right.
But anyway, if whoever's listening, listen. If you take anything from today, no, do not be embarrassed to be comfortable in public. That's insanity. And Chiki was wearing heels, and we're walking, right? And she's like, okay, yeah, no, I'm good. She's all like, but blah blah blah, yada yada. I got to get used to these heels again because you've been in a pandemic. Who's wearing heels, right? And she goes, man, I just gotta wear I just gotta start wearing my Crocs. And I looked at her and I almost yelled at her too, But I said, you know what? She wanted to be cute with her heels. Leave her alone. She looked good, so hey, there you go. But they have high heel Crocs too.
I was just about to say, get Croc heels.
They have some. So I looked at them. And I'm like, hey, man, you got a bunch of different variations here at the Croc store, these white ones. And I thought it was just going to be one white one. But no, you got so many of them. And she goes, oh, yeah, well, the ones you're looking at right there are for women. Those have heels. And I was like, oh, how toxic is that? Men can wear heels, too. And she goes, well, yeah, they can. They can. But typically the women, how do you know who's a woman and who's not a woman these days? Dude, I'm such an asshole when people just assume genders like that just because it's a thing. It's a thing.
Hey.
I'm out there fighting for...
You're just fighting, dude. You're not fighting for nothing. You're just out there fighting.
Whatever, you're not wearing Crocs. You're out there guruing.
No
you're
cause.
guruing the bull. Are you guruing or are you bullying? What are you doing, bro?
Oh, my God.
You helping people or you yelling at them? Both. You can't handle the truth. So yeah, dude, it was so there you go. That was my little moment that it was just like, but the good part is that he was a good sport about it. And he's like, dude, you're fucking right. What am I doing? Like, this is uncomfortable. He goes, I'm going to go to my car and put on my Crocs that are in there because I know how uncomfortable these shoes are that I'm not going to drive in them. And it's like, how many,
Man, that's wild.
How many people have flip-flops to drive and then they put on whatever they put on when they get to where they're going? Those Hawaiians got it figured out.
Yeah.
Just flip-flop world. All right, that's enough out of me. What else you got? You're looking over there like somebody saying something, talking shit.
No.
Good.
It's fucking school time, dude.
Oh,
let's fucking go. Yes.
It's starting
Thursday.
This Thursday.
Yup.
In a few days.
Yup.
Thursday.
Miki gone. Mateo gone. Let's fucking go.
So Micah's got nobody to call dumbass.
Yeah.
Except you.
Except me and Pilla when we don't understand him. Daya. And bro, Mateito's talking a big hard game right now. Like, oh yeah, I'm ready for school and blah blah blah. And I'm gonna learn Spanish more than you, Meeks. But when it comes down to,
you gotta stay.
See ya, little buddy. He's gonna crack, dude.
You think so? I don't know, man.
That lip is gonna be shaking.
Mm-hmm. Now, when he goes to his practices and things, do you guys ever leave him there solo?
I mean, he could see us.
Always. All right.
Yeah.
There's always somebody there.
Mm-hmm.
There's never been a time where...
And for the first... Like, dude, we're not going to have to... When we go pick him up, we don't have to go... Because usually in kindergarten, somebody has to go to the classroom to get him. You got to park, get off the car, fucking yada yada.
Not during COVIDs.
No. Oh. Not when you have a kid that's older that can go pick him up and then walk both of them to the car.
So Meeks is doing big sister things.
Let's go.
Where was my big sister to do that for me when I went to school?
That's what you were missing.
My dad's fault. That motherfucker. Shout out to the Nithya.
Oh, you're wild, dude. Oh my God.
Stop it.
Dude, at first I was like, oh, fuck, okay. But yeah, so that's happening this week. Let's go. And I think we're going to even have, all right, no, I guess you could walk him to the first day.
Okay.
To the class,
Mm-hmm. Pictures.
Yeah, there's going to be
for the gram.
Oh, dude. Oh. It's going to be
first day of Mateo's school.
My big boy.
Dropping off my big boy. I can't believe he's grown. I got one more and then that's it.
No, we're sending that full too.
To where? I thought no.
Nope, it's happening.
What?
Not that one, but a different one.
Which one?
A different school out there.
Yeah?
Yeah.
An elementary?
By Alex.
Really? Oh, shit. He's going to the hood.
Dude, he's going to be a Wilmero.
Yeah. He's... We want. What did you say? Where are you from? We want.
Diane. We want Diane. Fucking guy.
Damn. That's good.
Yeah. So, dude, we're not going to know what to do with all that time.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
That's cool. So now, wait. So how
But
you
he doesn't start till the following week.
Okay.
So we're going to have to tag team. Pilla takes somebody, and then I take the other two. You know?
Gotcha. And now do they start at the same damn time?
Yeah.
Wow.
No, the first day of schools aren't on the same time.
No, but when they...
During school, yeah.
It's the same time.
Yeah.
Wow. That's going to be rough.
Yeah. Oh, and Miki had a doubleheader again.
I saw the first half.
First game was trash.
Trash.
She was trash. Her team was trash. Everything was trash. Mateito's game was awesome. Dude,
it was actually it was entertaining.
He's so funny, dude.
Yeah.
He just thinks he's doing the most, and it's like,
and he kind of is.
yeah,
He's in the mix.
In a weird way, he is.
Yeah, for what he knows and what he has to work with, he's as in the mix as you can be.
Yeah, but boy, did he look like a fucking Harlem Globetrotter out there. He was dancing around and fucking
trying to. That's funny. Harlem Globetrotters. Are they even around? Is that a thing still?
I think so.
Yeah. That and one took him out the game.
And so then Miki had a second game against this team who I think up to that point was undefeated. Dude, this team has this kid where he even looks like Steph Curry.
I saw the game that they played against them a few weeks ago. This is the team you're talking about, yeah?
Yeah.
And they demolished Meeks' team.
The kid
destroyed it.
The kid dropped, I think, 18 or 17 in the first half. It was just ridiculous, dude.
Yeah. Everything that kid would throw up, it would fucking fall in the basket. And you know what? You had it. Like, I was clapping for the kid. He was playing his ass off. Like,
even after the game,
props.
I didn't know his name, but I was like, hey, man, good game.
Yeah, you have to. What are you going to be mad at the kid?
The kid was lighting it up.
And his dad kept him in the game.
Yes, they were destroying like 18-2, dude. And the kid played the whole game.
Yeah, nobody's pulling out little LeBron.
No.
Or little Steph Curry.
Little Steph Curry, dude. Mm-hmm. He was cooking. He hit a 3 one time.
Yeah.
He did the bull Chef Curry fucking
had a hot wife.
Yep. A little colored eye honey.
Yeah.
Out in the stands.
Mm-hmm. Just rooting for him.
Talking about that's my baby. But the mom's like, no, that's my baby. So this game, dude, it was a new ref. I had never seen her before, and she was a hard ass, dude. And in all of Miki's games, they have to wait to defend at the 3-point line. But this time, it was between half court and the 3-point line. And, dude, when the game first started, that other team was guarding them, and the ref wasn't saying shit. And I was like, okay, Miki, guard that fool at fucking half court, right? And then the ref said, whoa, you need to be at the white line. You need to wait for him at the white line, which was between half court and the 3-point. I said, hey, meet him at the white line. Dude, the little Steph Curry didn't know what hit him. Miki was straight snatching that shit. Dude.
Snatching it.
I don't know what got into her, but she was like, she looked like a little Gary Payton out there, dude. And I was like, bro, I was so juiced. Like, dude, so Martha, they had got us a coffee, right? Mm-hmm. From this place. I don't know what kind of place it was. It was like Vietnamese or something.
Was it Enlightenment coffee?
No, it definitely wasn't Enlightenment because I was aggressive as shit. Dude, I drank this and I was so pumped up. Dude, my heart was fucking racing. I wanted to go out on the court too, dude. And Miki was just snatching balls and she was going on the breakaway. And that team has a little girl who's also good, dude. And her and Meeks.
Oh, yes.
And her and Meeks were like battling it out. Dude, it was so awesome. And that little girl got frustrated and pretended like she was going to hit Meeks. And fucking Meeks hit her with one of those fucking Kobe when Matt Barnes tried to fucking pump fake the ball and Kobe didn't move. And he was just kept chewing his gum and staring at Matt Barnes. Meeks did that, dude. And everybody was like, oh, shit. Like, dude, it was kind of like a high school game, dude. The whole fucking gym was just going bananas. So that team, they were up 7-3 in the first half. And fucking Miki didn't come out the whole game. And the last second, fucking Meeks scored, and then Meeks, they bounced it in, and the coach sent a kid like way down to right by the basket. And I said, Miki, as soon as you get this ball, launch that shit by the basket. And so she grabs it and she jumps and just throws it as hard as she can. The kid catches it, throws it up, fucking tie game, dude. With 48 seconds left.
No.
So the other team fucking takes it out. I'm like, Meeks, wait at that goddamn white line. There's 48 seconds left. Let's go. And so she's right there, right? And she fucking stops them. Nobody scores. And everybody stood up and started clapping because they thought, oh, well, that's
Tied
the end
game.
of the game. It's going to end tied. That was a great game. Fucking ref. 2-minute overtime. I said, oh, fuck. Meeks was already exhausted. Dude, she had played the whole game. It was 8 minutes each quarter, and she had already played a game earlier that day. So I screamed from the stands, 2 more minutes, Miki. And the whole fucking bleachers start cracking up, dude. And they're like, yeah, 2 more minutes, you got this. And then some mom, you got this, girlfriend. And Meeks is like, what the fuck? So Meeks is out there.
Now the other team's parents are cheering as well, right?
Yeah.
Hey, Steph Curry, you got this.
Yeah.
Right?
And so they go back and forth. It stays tied the whole time. And then Miki is still being like a pest out there, dude. Like nobody could get past her. And like all that was left was her to be like in a defensive stance and fucking slam the court with her 2 hands, like, let's fucking go. And 20 seconds left. Fucking Meek steals it, dribbles. There's a kid like running way ahead of her because she was out of gas, and she just fucking tosses it. The kid goes up for the shot. They foul his ass.
Oh. Time
fucking goes off, right? So that's it. It's these 2 shots, and the fucking coach is like, you just got to make one. So Miki's teammate is lined up. First shot, sinks it.
Over.
The ref calls it, and before the ref calls it, Miki just starts jumping up and down with her hands up like she looked like Michael Jordan, dude, against fucking the Utah Jazz and shit. And dude, I wanted to go out there and fucking like pick her up, and I like contained myself, but the whole gym stood up and was like, dude, these kids are 7 and 8.
That's insane. The
final score was 8-7.
Like, okay, so this reminds me of, remember when you would play at Gibson, which is now
John
Mendes Field in Wilmington, and the parents would get so into it. Like the baseball games in Carson, the parents, they're nowhere near the level of parents that were in Wilmas, right? And the parents out here in the OC, they are screaming, dude.
Like they're proud of their kids.
Not that the Carson parents aren't proud of them.
No, but like they want it to be known.
Yeah. And so that's what that energy reminds me of. It takes me back to those Gibson days when it was like, these kids, they're 8 years old, 7 years old. It's a baseball game where it's like kids, but bro, I mean,
it's crazy.
Fights would break out.
Fights would break
out in the stands, which is insanity. It's like, what are you doing, you lunatics? But that's what this reminds me of, is that level, obviously more civilized, and nobody's beating each other's ass, but it is that level of intensity with the cheering in the stands for these kids.
Yeah, and dude, even like some of the tias went, and the tias aren't aggressive, and they're very like Be
Sure.
nice. Be cool. They're very...
Contained.
Yes. Dude, they were up talking about...
Reserved.
Like, yes. That's a perfect word. Reserved. Bro, they were up talking about like, Meeks, get that ball. Like, they were in it, dude. And Miki, I can't believe she won. And at the end, like, I didn't make it a big deal, even though it was super hard, dude, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I try to make every game normal. Like, oh, good game, or, you know? I try to be as cool as possible. But that one was so hard, dude. And so I was like, what's up? Wasn't that so much fun? And she was like, oh, my God, Pops, that was so much fun. And can you believe it? We won. We beat them. We beat that team. And I was like, I know.
And that's the team to beat, right?
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
like the Yankees.
Honestly, I don't think they had lost
They
up to
probably
that
hadn't.
point. And, dude, that coach was so hot. Like, he did not take the loss well at all. And so Miki's fucking pumped. And, dude, the whole nobody left. Everybody waited for Miki to walk out to tell her how good of a game she did. Like, the whole gym, dude. The whole gym. We were walking to get to our car. The other team would stop and be like, hey, good game.
The parents.
Of the other team. Like, dude, everybody stopped what they were doing. Like, even kids were like, hey, good game. From the other we're like, dude, good game.
Like
bro.
who?
The kids on the other team
Uh-huh.
were just like in awe. Like, dude, because Miki's tiny. Dude, she's a
Right.
little girl, you know?
Right,
Like,
right.
the tiniest one on the court. And, dude, she won that game. It was insane.
So
Insane.
you should get her a wristband that says the answer.
Dude, it was so awesome. I was so, like, pumped. I was fucking... Priscilla was like, I was fighting tears the whole game. I was so happy and proud of her. She's like, even if it would have ended in a tie, I would have... I was like, nah, I was hoping they went to fucking overtime.
Well, when because Priscilla texted Chiki, we're on our way to to Hollywood, and she said the game went to overtime. It was so when Chiki's reading it off to me, like, God damn it, and I was like, I'm fucking go over here and like it's one of those like fuck, like of course the one that I'm not at is where this shit goes down, and so I'm like, and then I called you, and then I'm on speaker, and I'm listening to her, and you could hear the exhaustion. She was excited, and she's talking about it, and she's describing it, but you could hear the exhaustion in her voice. Like, boy, she left it. Like, you could tell she just left it all out there. Like,
she
there was
couldn't
nothing
even
left.
run anymore. She couldn't run anymore. Like, all the other kids were running, and she was like, I can't. And then at the end, I was like, okay, you have one more game tonight. And she almost passed out. She was so like, what? No, I can't play no more. And the coach, we're packing all the kids up in the car, and he walked over and he was like, yo, your daughter's a warrior, man. And he went up to her and he was like, good job, young lady. Man, we couldn't have done that without you. And then I was like, tell her she needs to be ready for the next game tonight. And he was like, oh, that's messed up, man, how you did that. You're crazy. Are you crazy? And I started cracking up. And he was like, man, you cold for that.
And that's how you make a winner.
You're welcome.
She's going to go home. I'm going to wake her up at 2 o'clock to do drills. 2 a.m. Get up.
Because if she could see that rim at midnight, imagine on the fucking court when the lights are on.
This is called the Barcena method. Guaranteed to bring winners, bro. Oh, that's fantastic, dude.
Oh, dude, shit.
Those, to be part of something like that.
Yeah.
And I'll take it back to the kid that you said, where the special needs kid, and he's experiencing it. Whether he
Yes.
remembers it or not, there's going to be video because of the technology today that's out there. There'll be video where he'll be able to see, hey man, look, you played like that. There'll be a game on television and it's like, hey, you used to play when you were little, and where that's awesome for that kid, right? And look, team sports, I only experienced it as a parent with the limited knowledge I had about the game, you know? Because, again, and, you know, not to be here, oh, my dad never signed me up. He didn't know, bro. He didn't know.
Yeah.
But I'm so glad. I'm so glad that you got to experience it and that now your kids are getting to experience it. And it just, it's like, fuck yeah. You know, whatever the fuck happened, and like there's motherfuckers that would be out there and you know fuck this. Now fuck that. I'm so happy that they're able to do that and that you're able to share that with them. It's there's nothing like it. And yeah, they're only 7 or whatever, but just that.
So you should have seen the kids like on the bench that, you know, they don't get a lot of playing time and they switch off. They do a pretty good job of switching off.
They do giving everybody time.
Yeah, and like even the kids on the bench that usually aren't into the game were like jumping up and down. Like when Meeks hit that shot, they were jumping up and down on the bench. When she passed it to that kid and they tied it, the kids were like into the game where you would never see them be that excited.
Right, they're just sitting there playing with the dirt.
Yep.
Well,
and dude,
obviously not on the court, but
Beto told me something a while back because he was coaching his son at baseball, right? And the son doesn't play baseball, but he did it because it was his last year to play baseball, and so he was like, "Come on, now, coach, let's play." And he was putting kids that like had no business pitching to pitch, and I was like, "Dude, come on, dude, fucking play to win." And he was like, "Bro, some of these kids, this is last year, bro. They're not gonna play in high school. Fucking, I want to give them this."
that's awesome.
And at first I was like, pussy. But now looking back, he was right. And he was really smart about it. Because like, if Meeks never plays ever again, right? Like say she's like, fuck that, I don't want to play sports no more. She's going to remember that and how awesome that feeling was.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So who cares if, you know, they even play in high school or if they even play like whatever the fuck. They're going to remember some moments during playing that was awesome.
Right.
And that's what it's all about.
It's giving them that memory,
Yeah.
that feeling of accomplishment, that, dude.
Dude, Micah hasn't took off his medal.
Wow.
We got it, 3 weeks ago?
Wow.
Micah hasn't taken off his medal.
And there you are hating because everybody gets a trophy. But now you're all for trophies for everybody. Is that what you're saying? You've changed, Hooter.
You're changing your stance, huh?
So it's all of a sudden medals for everybody, you fuck? Yeah? Is that what you're saying?
Just for my Micah.
Because he's not a dumbass.
Yeah, dude. He flexes it everywhere. You would think he won the gold goddamn medal in Tokyo, bro. That's where he's taking it.
Oh my God, that's awesome.
Yeah, it was so awesome, dude.
Like I said, I'm so happy for her, and you know, and you guys too, because there's no way in fuck you're not sitting there like just. And I understand Priscilla saying, you know, fighting the tears, because you get so emotional that it doesn't. There's, you know, you're screaming, you're yelling, and you don't know how it just. All those emotions just come out, and you're so happy.
And you're so happy
for your kid.
Yeah, that's what happens.
Feeling it, that you're so happy that they're like going. Then you're just like, fuck yeah, you know. And
that dude told her.
I'm sorry.
That dude. Remember last time he told me that she was a star?
Oh yeah.
This time he went up to her and told her a bunch of shit. And
Did he see the game?
God damn. Yeah, he was sitting right there. He was working the scoreboard.
Oh.
So he saw, and like when she'd go to the bench.
Which gym were you guys at? Which gym
the
were you?
big one.
Oh wow.
She'd go to the bench all like fucking Michael Jordan's flu game and shit.
Uh-huh.
And he'd be like, he was rooting for her, you could tell, and he was like, "Come on, it's just one more minute." Like it kept being only one more minute, and over time it was like 2 more minutes.
And that thing usually goes so fast. Dude, that's crazy because it flies usually.
But yeah, he ran up to her and told her a bunch of shit. I was like, God damn it.
Did he really?
Yeah.
Everything he told you, he told her.
Yeah.
And was she sucking it in, or was she like,
no, she was like, the fuck? My dad usually tells me I'm trash.
Yeah, well, your dad's trash. That motherfucker needs to uplift his coffee game to enlightenment.
And Michael was like, yeah, done. Oh my God, dude. That
That's
fucking guy, he was like going off, and I was like, oh, okay, dude, okay.
This is the guy that's the president of the whole operation. Yeah.
And I was like, take it easy.
Take
All right.
it easy. 'Cause
Okay.
This is not how you make a champion. Now she's not going to want to work hard. This is the paisa way.
Yeah.
Yeah, you fucking soft ass Orange County praising motherfucker.
I know.
Nice.
Now I'm gonna have to leave my family for a little bit.
So she could practice solo.
Yep.
Chiki sent me some videos. She was dribbling in the backyard and just like, dude, she couldn't, like everything she was throwing up, it was hitting.
Yeah.
Which is, good for her, man.
Yeah.
And she likes it.
I know.
That's the thing. I think when you're forcing your kid, come on, let's go play.
Yeah.
Some kids don't want to play.
I know.
And the parents just want them to play because they need that Instagram picture of them in their fucking soccer outfit.
Fucking people.
I need to post this on Facebook. My other friends' kids play soccer, so you're going to go play soccer too.
Yep.
I don't want to play.
Mm-hmm.
You have to.
You have to.
Go run.
I know, dude, like,
Kick the ball.
she'll tell me, come on, Pops, move the car so I can shoot. And I'm like, all right, I'm not going to go out there, though. You're going to shoot on your own. And she'll do it.
Yeah, she woke up and she told you, I want to go shoot.
Yeah.
Like, oh, fuck it, go ahead.
Have at it.
Have at it, mija. That's fantastic, dude. Well, praise the Lord. God is good.
Praise you. I know, I'm about to wear Jesus piece to the next one.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Every time she hits a shot, fucking hit the curry.
okay. Like Machado. Machado thanks to God, right? To Jesus.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. All Latino baseball players be thanking Jesus.
Does anybody ever thank the Diablo?
No.
Nobody says thank you, devil, huh?
But yeah, Latinos be thanking Jesus and whatever other family members are up there. And they don't even know if they're up there. The fuck, dude?
Your racist nana didn't make it to
dude,
heaven.
a newsflash, bro. You fucking racist ass.
Homophobic grandpa is not up there in the clouds.
They didn't love everybody, bro. You think God wanted them in there? Just fucking mad dogging everybody. That's
Just because they did the sign of the cross, he's gonna let them in. They hated the blacks.
Yep.
Oh,
You think they want your nana up there just mad dogging everybody, talking shit like,
Ay,
fuck.
¿Quién dejó entrar a estos negros acá al cielo? Mira nomás, igualados. You can't have that shit in heaven.
Nope. You
Mira los
fucking-
chinitos también acá andan.
Bro, you peloteros better fucking stop pointing up, dude. Because they're not all up there.
Not up there. They were not woke. Only woke people get in. And they probably weren't vaccinated. No unvaccinated fucks in heaven.
No, bro. All you unvaxxed fools, bro, you better hope you don't die, because if you don't have that passport, guess what? Jesus ain't letting you in.
No more unvaccinated. I know what the preachers are saying, but no, you need your green pass up here in heaven.
You think
You think you're gonna have COVID up here in heaven, infecting the Holy Spirit? You fucks! Get your vaccine if you want to ascend to the heavens,
bro? If you think you're gonna go spread COVIDs to all the virgins up there, bro, you're out of your motherfucking mind.
Are you crazy? These Muslim men that get 110 virgins, they can't have COVID virgins.
You can't even have coffee on earth without that passport. You want to make it up to fucking heaven?
No.
You out of your goddamn mind.
Oh, hallelujah. What a way to close it.
Yeah, that was awesome.
All right. Well, listen.
What, you gonna try to fucking... Let's see. Honestly, I want to hear you try.
I want to thank you guys for tuning in to another episode of the Yo 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 podcast with Martin and Hooter. And I got to tell you from the bottom of my heart that I appreciate you guys, those of you that tune in and listen week in and week out. When I see the posts that come out referencing some dumb shit that we said, and a lot of times I forget that we said something, you know. Mm-hmm. Somebody put a picture of some dude doing the stomping thing, and then he put Hooter's homie stomping his way into Honey's Hearts at the Grupo Firme concert. And he put that clip up, and there was a pig trailer, with a bunch of pigs that crashed.
Dude, that flipped over.
Yeah. So all these pigs were like, fucking, they're like, oh, there's really going to be no pork, right, in California. So, listen, I appreciate you guys. You're awesome.
Dude, wait, before you close it, my dad calls me the following day after we recorded.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, you cocks... Dude, I said, hello? You cock-sucking pig. Those pigs aren't free range, bro. And I start cracking up. I'm like, what are you talking about? Dude, they don't even have enough... All they wanted was enough room to turn around. That's it. They're not free range pigs. That's not what they're asking for. And I'm like...
So here's the thing. I go home and I'm like, what's going on with this pig thing? Because listen, you said, oh yeah, they're going to...
big phenomenon.
No, you said. This is what you said. You said, oh, they want these pigs to have enough room to run around, right? And I'm like, what? Free range pigs? And then I go off, right? And then we're talking about how the fucking wadis have less room than the pigs and blah, blah, blah. And then I go look at it and I go, oh my God, they just want these pigs to have enough room to turn around. You should be able to turn around. And then, like, that's not a lot to ask for. Like, what a dick I am. And then I called you and I'm like, hey, you fuck. These aren't free range pigs, you cocksucking pig. These motherfuckers, they just want them to turn around, Hooter. Isn't that fair? Like, shouldn't they have enough time to turn? And then you said, well, they're just going to slice them up anyway. What are you going to do? Hey, that one over there already got his turn. Take him to the slicer. Don't be trying to turn around twice. You've already got one turnaround. Don't be greedy, you fucking pig.
All I said was,
oh my God,
how much space do these fools need if it's only a few months of life? Like, does it matter if I get to turn around or not? If
how come you had that baby in that bassinet? You should have had him in a free-range crib. Well, he doesn't move. Who knows? Maybe these pigs just want to lay up. Maybe they don't want to move. I don't know. Who knows?
I don't know.
But yeah, dude, I was
free
fucking
the
like,
Guadis.
goddamn Hooter, you got me on this rant, and these fucking pigs aren't free range. There's no free range about it. They don't have any room to turn. That's
Hey, the Guadis can't turn.
Okay, that's enough.
They're stacked up, dude.
They're stacked up on... It's like Guadi 1, Guadi 2, Guadi 3, Guadi 4. Why not? Because you're a Guadi, Chiki, and we get a free pass on the Guadis because of you. That's why... Listen, I pull out the Chiki Guadi card. No, my girlfriend's Guadi.
So I could say that.
I could say that. It's safe. Thank you guys for tuning in. We love you guys. And hit us with the rate and review. Share us with your friends. Yeah, don't be a cocksucking pig.
Let the pigs turn around. Peace.
Just a little bit. I think I can overdrive it just a little bit.